ongoing investigation into the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, the mother of our colleague Savannah Guthrie. This is a potentially significant development in that search. Again, the mother of our beloved colleague. And I want to go first to our national law enforcement and intelligence correspondent, Tom Winter. Also with us, our Chief Justice contributor, Jonathan Deist. He's also WNBC's Chief Investigative Reporter. Tom, are you getting information?
Okay, we have the image right here. I'm going to ask them to zoom in our control room. If we can zoom in on this. This image has been released by the FBI director, and it is just going to get rid of this image message here. And so, yes, we have an image here that has been released by the FBI director, Kash Patel. He has just tweeted this out. I know our control room will pull it up in any second, but that image is being released. This coming from the Guthrie residence. There's also some other images. This one perhaps a little bit more clear. And we're looking at it now, so we can see it off of our control room computer. This is the second of 4 images that have been released by FBI Director Kash Patel. This has been taken from Nancy Guthrie's home. And so this is what they are looking at now. The third image, we'll get one more after this from the night of the alleged incident. According to the FBI Director, they've been working over the last 8 days and working with the private sector partners to continue to recover any images or video footage from Nancy Guthrie's home that may have been lost, corrupted, or inaccessible due to a variety of factors, including the removal of recording devices. The video was recovered from residual data located in back-end systems. So the systems of the providers of this is what I'm interpreting from the FBI director. He goes on to say, working with our partners as of this morning, law enforcement has uncovered these previously inaccessible new images showing an armed individual appearing to have tampered with the camera at Nancy Guthrie's front door the morning of her disappearance. According to our timeline, that was approximately 1:47 a.m. local time when this incident occurred. There was a camera located at the front door. You can see there from the image, it is a Nest camera. Google had talked to us last week about finding these type of images.
Jonathan Deist, this image, the person is heavily clothed, right? There's a mask covering most of the face and the jacket. What do they want people to look at in these images? Who do they want to hear from?
Obviously, the size of the individual, the clothing and mask he's wearing. There's a gun, an apparent gun in his waistband there. You see that at his left hand that appears to be holding a weapon in his waistband. The family was notified about these images. We're told they were shown these images, and there is nothing the family or law enforcement so far, anyone recognizing who this person might be. So they made the decision to put these images out, hoping someone somewhere may recognize this individual or the clothing or the items that you're seeing in these 4
Can we
images.
even tell if it's a guy or a girl?
Lead to a
I got to see the
really
body frame
anything,
again.
Tom, that would, anyone looking at this and thinking, well, that maybe
That's
looks
what I
a
was
little
just
bit
thinking.
like someone I know, they should call that number.
Mia
Pick up the phone,
Vito.
1-800-CALL-FBI. Do it right now. That's what they're looking for.
I was
That's what
just
the family
thinking
has
that.
been pleading for on social media.
Somebody said a
Give them
mustache.
chance.
All right,
Because
one
he's
more
wearing a
reminder. If
mask,
you have any
or she.
information on Nancy Guthrie's disappearance, call the tip line on your screen, 1-800-CALL-FBI. We continue our special coverage of this development in a special on our streaming channel, NBC News Now. For now, your Olympic coverage returns after a break.
Oh, Lord. I want my Olympic coverage. Aren't I on the streaming?
Kate Snow back with you now. We are with you on our streaming platform, NBC News Now. Obviously, that's where you're seeing us. We want to bring you up to date again. We want to show you these images that we are just getting in. These are new security.
All right, so
showing what they are calling, what law enforcement is calling a potential subject in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie.
Yeah, the body frame looks
several
male.
Images. We will scroll through them. Some are wider shots.
So yeah, the body image looks male to me. I did there's that one picture. Let's see if as they scroll through it, what we think, but that looked like maybe the eyes looked female. But that body frame, I mean, obviously you can't tell from much, but that outfit looks male to me. That's all I'm saying. Let's see what you guys are thinking here. I know that's a joke that Sherry Presley is saying, or no, not Sherry, Angela All right, let me put the sound back on, see what they're saying.
Problems with forensics at the scene. The man's wearing gloves. The man's wearing a mask.
Thick gloves.
The Nest Cam had been removed, so they had to use the technology and resources with the private sector to try to obtain what might have been captured. All of that took time. They now had these images. They needed to get together, come up with a plan, and they are now putting these images out.
I think the very interesting thing here that the FBI director mentions, Kash Patel, saying that the video footage or the images.
All right, NBC's not saying anything super compelling, so unless you guys really want me to put back the audio, I will. But what is that? Does anyone know what is that in his hand? What do you guys think? I was waiting to see if they said anything about what's in his hands, but looks like some kind of tree branches, dried flowers laying in front of the door. All right, let's see what they're saying here.
Asking for money from the Guthrie family in exchange for Nancy Guthrie. We don't know that. We don't know if the person who sent the messages has any connection to this crime. If this person has any connection to those messages, I know people are going to think about that. The FBI has not corroborated that those messages are specifically tied to this incident.
Right. And in fact, the FBI, I believe this morning, clarified that they don't know that the Guthrie family is even in touch with any potential holder of
There's
Nancy
been
Guthrie.
no contact. There's been no follow-up over the weekend. Our colleague Savannah Guthrie put out a video on Saturday evening saying not asking for a proof of life anymore.
So let's talk about that. Okay. So here's what I thought, and I talked about it with Bob. And now maybe I didn't watch the other three. I know I saw at least one of the family videos that they put out. The one that I saw, Savannah was not wearing any makeup. She was with her siblings. And as we all know, talking to the, hopefully whoever had kidnapped her mother. But then the last one that they put out last night, she's wearing makeup. It's just her. And I was thinking, all right, we know that she's not doing this on her own. Like, no one thinks she's just going on and making a video on her own. It's with the assistance of the FBI. And I was wondering if they have decided that this is tied to Savannah, and that Savannah needs to go on alone and speak. And maybe that's why they had her do her makeup. This is all me just completely speculating. Like, I have literally no clue. And maybe for all I know, she has been alone speaking to the public on all the other videos. I feel like I only saw the one, but it just seemed like that was like, could have been their thinking. Like, all right, we need just Savannah. We need her to talk to the public. And then that might trigger something in the people, or maybe in the people holding her, or maybe it really was, we need Savannah to just speak alone to the public, looking more like Savannah looks on the Today Show, so that people give more information. I don't know, but that was like my initial thought. It was like, all right, the FBI has asked her to go on alone for some reason, and I thought it was to trigger some sort of emotion or response from the actual kidnappers, but maybe not. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let's see what you're saying here. We're still looking at the one where some people say that looks like it could be a female's eyes. Yeah, we all saw that, at least it's in this last picture here, the one where like the hands up, as opposed to the middle one where the hands up, because the eyes are so, in the night light, but that they do look kind of feminine in that last of the four images there. But then you've got, a lot of people say, no, it looks male. And the body frame does look male, but we know that's not really something we can tell, nowadays. You got Hydro Quebec, who says, I don't think kidnapper exists. Well, I feel like that part has to be gone now. All those people that are out there saying this is a hoax, there was no kidnapping. I mean, Well, what about this? You know, we got the video of the kidnapper. So, yeah, what's that in his hand? Let's see if NBC, they're zooming in on the left hand. Let's hear what they're saying.
As we were getting the images in, yes, it does appear to be a gun. I also look at the gloves. I'm
Appears to be a
wondering
gun.
if this individual is wearing multiple gloves, given the
Right.
puffiness of the hands that
Yeah.
we're looking at there. Clearly, some sort of a
Latex
surgical
or
or leather type
yeah,
glove that
leather
we
or
see
latex, can't
from
tell.
these images, but does appear to be a weapon in their hand. That's another interesting clue. If that's a gun, typically you hold that in your dominant hand. And there's obviously a lot less left-handed people in this country than there are right-handed. All little clues that investigators are going to be looking at as they pore over these. I'm also curious what's in his left hand in that third image, looking
Yeah.
from left to right.
So are
Was
we.
there some sort of a decoration on Nancy Guthrie's door?
Somebody said
But
flowers. It
again,
does
he
look like
seems to be reaching
flowers.
out with
Yes.
his left hand, but we also see his right hand being used. Not quite clear what that's all about, but that would be more information. But right away, as soon as we had a chance to digest these images, I'm looking in that first of the images, the one we were just looking at, and it does not appear that there's a car in the background. So was that out on the street? Was that up front? Did this person know to leave the car in the street, knowing
Or
that it
did they
would be difficult to see? Did they walk? And about 15 other questions we could start to ask. So a lot of
Very
information here,
good
but we do know
question.
that this had a semicircular driveway. We've seen from our own video. So somebody could have been able to park up close. This person clearly believed that they could not or did not, perhaps because they're aware of the security camera system.
Let me bring in our Chief Justice and National Affairs
I
correspondent,
was
Kelly
gonna mute it
O'Donnell.
again.
She is actually in
But
Tucson,
let's see
in
if she's
Nancy
saying
Guthrie's
anything interesting.
neighborhood. Kelly, as you look at these images, what do you want to point out?
Well, the first thing is I think we need a moment to just say how chilling this is.
All right, I don't think she's gonna tell us anything compelling. But if you guys see anything up on the closed captionings and say, "Oh, turn the volume back up." But this is a good point that Wildcats makes. How would this person know to wear a mask? I mean, all right, you're going to kidnap somebody, you know, kind of wear a mask. But it does also imply that they might have known that there was, you know, someone she knows and Nancy is gone. I think it's someone she knows and Nancy is gone. I don't know what Wildcat's saying with that part. But I guess in this day and age, you also have to think everybody has Ring camera. You know what I mean? It's like I see these comments and I think it's people being facetious, like, oh, it's Hispanic or Puerto Rican. I can't imagine that's people being like legitimate because that's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, I think now that I'm thinking about it, the mask doesn't really surprise me because, you know, but is it oh, it's a Ring camera, right? Plus, if the person had driven by, they'd know there was a Ring camera as well. And everyone's saying you can see um uh, a mustache. Where do we see this mustache? Like in this first photo, maybe you're saying, but I can't tell. I can't tell what we're seeing. Um, right, count pushy eyebrows out. Were you guys saying the last picture you see a mustache? Wait a minute. The one with the hand up with the eyes that we're saying are feminine? I mean, maybe. I think you might be right. I can't tell. When you look at the first one kind of from the side, I get like this Hitler stash feel, but I just can't tell if it's like the lighting. You know, is that the skin? It does look like a mustache in the last picture. Totally a mustache. It's totally a mustache. It's got a little Hitler mustache. Yeah, it does look like like nitrate gloves over winter gloves. Those are definitely not leather gloves like I thought maybe in the beginning. They're like latex or nitrile, is that what it's called? Um Shaboog says men have pretty eyelashes, guys. Have you seen the morning show? It's a shadow. So that's what I just cannot tell. Is it a shadow? Let's see what they're saying. Let's put the volume back up, see what they're saying.
Is wearing. Were they seen anywhere else? Now, businesses in the community, others with cameras can look to see if they saw someone who might have had that jacket, perhaps not wearing the full ski mask and so forth, but maybe there's a way to piece it together. And that's where everyone in the community here, as well as law enforcement, can open the aperture and look at all these events now with this fresh piece of information as a North Star to pursue the next steps. Kate?
Kelly, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to do two things. I want to show
I think they're the same
a tight
person,
shot, a
guys.
closer shot that we've zoomed in. This is NBC News zooming in on two elements of that wider photo, Tom. So on the left side of your screen, you're seeing essentially a zoom in on the face. And on the right side, you're seeing a zoom in on the hands.
Yes, and in this first image, the one on the left-hand side of your screen, in combined with another image, appears to show maybe perhaps this person has a flashlight in their mouth or something in their mouth. The image on the right-hand side is
really?
far more
I just
chilling,
thought it
which
was the way
appears
the
to
light
show
was
a gun
hitting.
or some sort of a weapon in this individual's left hand. That's the image that we're looking at on the right-hand side. Did want to call attention to something our colleague Andy Blankstein, who's not here. Andy covers West Coast law enforcement. He's on the ground in Tucson for us, helping run our operations and report on it there. You know, he had mentioned the clarity of the images, and have these been enhanced in any way, or have they received any sort of additional enhancement? But look,
I'm just going to go on record as saying I see nothing that looks like this person is darker skinned. Looks like a fair-skinned person to me, but we're looking at night vision, and that adjusts things. So this middle photo, the one where like the flowers are in his hand, that's where NBC just said, I think he's got a flashlight in his mouth. There's this little, if you look at the first one, I don't know if that's like a light on the collar, like on the backpack, or if it's like, but you can see a light reflecting in the very first photo, a bright light here. Okay. And I think that's the same effect you're getting here. I don't think there's a flashlight in the mouth, but I mean, this looks like the coloring here is what you can't tell. It looks completely different than the coloring around the eyes. And again, it's night vision and stuff. So I can't tell, but going off trying to name the ethnicity of this person, that's absurd at this point. I mean, from all accounts, looks to me like a white person until that's what I see. I could see the eyes and the thin eyebrows, that all speaks white person. But I don't know. Maybe you're all yelling at me over here. And I don't care though, because could be a laser light. Some people are saying they see another person standing back there. Let's see what NBC is saying again. Not that there are any, have any special thoughts.
Possible to take black and white images and turn them color? Like, would it be possible for the FBI to figure out what color jacket that is?
I think there are probably some technology that could help them with this. I was just, as I was looking at these pictures, saying, okay, you have a sense of the jacket, you have a sense of the lighter colored pants, and you look down, if you zoomed in at the feet, what appears to be sneakers, what appears to be running shoes on top of the possible gun in the waistband there.
Gun in the waistband, or are they saying in the hand? Like, I don't,
so you
I'm
can
not
figure
sure
out
here.
height, weight. At this point, you can't really determine the race of the person given the mask that they're wearing and the dark setting
Black
that
and
this
white.
image is in. But I also, on top of what we've seen here with the flashlight, or as Tom has pointed out, the possible, the eyes, the mask, along with these sneakers, what appears to be these shoes, they seem to be, if you zoom in on it, you may be able to pick up something on that, which may be of interest as well, certainly to investigators. And as Andy Blankstein has been filling out, now this army of sheriffs, army of FBI agents, army of law enforcement are going to be armed with these pictures, going back door to door, doing the canvassing,
Right.
speaking to people, going to neighboring businesses. Have you seen anyone who may have matched this? Hoping to get some sort of lead tip, not only about the individual, but was he in any sort of vehicle? And if so, what kind of vehicle was it? And was he alone? Was he with anybody?
Allie, you're muted. So I muted them again because they seem to just be saying the same shit. I'll pay attention or try to with the closed captioning. Let's see. Wait, they're saying, "Do you have more?" So let's see. Maybe he does. Let's see. She does.
For this period of time that are still images. You can see movement. That, of course, is always helpful to give people a sense of a person's bearing, their gait, and so forth. You also see a bit of the movement
Oh, here we
in
go.
trying to disengage the camera and so forth.
Wow.
This is critical because it's also a demonstration of the ongoing work that has happened today. So when we were first given guidance to be monitoring for
Got a video
this,
now.
we knew there were images. That work has continued behind the scenes with the experts who are deploying
Oh,
this
that
kind of
person's
skill level to first get out the first image, and the work goes on to provide these videos. This will be critical. It appears they're from the same spots that we had seen in the still images, but again, movement is helpful for people to be able to
for sure.
understand what was going on,
Bridge
have
guy.
a sense of who this person might be. You
Oh
see the
my
person
gosh.
moving away from the
Oh my gosh, I figured it out. I solved the crime. I can't believe it. It's Bridge Guy. How did we not see this sooner? How did we not see this sooner? How did we not see this sooner? But I do think from the movement, it does look, and again, obviously we cannot tell. We all know that, women can be built more like men, men can be built more like women can move more like men. But just from a, I guess, like stereotypical kind of most likely thing, I think this person moves like a man. But let's keep watching.
doorway and so forth. So I think there's potential probative value here for law enforcement, as well as that tip quality for a person who might know this individual, have encountered them, and so forth. Just for scene setting, we know that the highest levels of the Department of Justice have fully been briefed on this. We know that the president has remained very interested and getting briefings on this. I've been out to the White House. I haven't heard a specific if he is tuned into these latest developments, but we know it has been high interest. So I have confidence that he has been alerted to this as well.
All right, so I'm going to go back here, okay, and see if we can play this slowed down. We're going to slow it down. We're going to play it to see what it looks like as far as skin coloring.
Oh, it has
I'll mute it because we don't want to hear that. See, right there, you're not getting a lot of, weird lighting. I don't know. Looks like light skin to me. All right. Let's watch him come back slow. I'm blooping so that we can see him coming back slowly. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, those are those little flowers. Okay. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's go backwards. Where did he get the flowers from? All right. So yeah, somebody was right that he picked those flowers up from the ground in front of her. I think he was trying to use it to conceal himself, like to hide his face a little bit more. And it definitely appears to be like a light on his jacket. Oh no, maybe it is in his mouth. It does appear to be one of those little lights in his mouth. You can see it. You can see it like this. But then there's that other light over there. Is that a house light? I don't know. We're still watching it in slow motion. Yeah, picked up those flowers right from the front of the house, was like, you know what? I need some more camouflage. See that zipper of his jacket through the leaves. Oh, wait, what was that? I just saw a forehead. Can I go back a tiny? Let me try to pause it. Oh, that's the same thing I saw before. It was the same thing. All right, let's put it back at regular speed. Unmute.
Going on and part of this technical work. So these videos are now the latest installment on a day that is providing us with some much wanted, much expected evidence of something, a subject who appears to be breaking into the home and certainly has an intent of some kind of ill harm toward Nancy Guthrie. And this is giving us a real sense of what that moment was like on that Sunday in the overnight hours. Just a few movements of this person gives you a sense of what that must have been like in that moment at her home. Kate?
Yeah, you used the word chilling before, Kelly. I think that is the best word to describe what we're looking at right now. I want to bring Jonathan Dienst back in because we're watching this, Jonathan. It looks like perhaps this subject turns, walks, in just a moment here, walks over and maybe grabs some brush.
Oh, come on. We already got there.
And then
You're
brings
behind
that
the
back
chat,
over, maybe in an attempt to
NBC.
block the camera.
It almost looks like he's attempting to block the camera with the shrubs or brush.
Wow, they're really slower than chat. You guys better get on NBC and figure it all out. I mean, he is packing a hell of a lot of stuff in that backpack. He had plans. All right, let's see what they're saying again.
Vegetation that he was putting, it looks like he's trying to find a way to put it in front of the camera.
Wow, they're still talking about that. Thanks, NBC. History and Homicide thinks it's a male. I was wondering too, is this person wearing any shoes? But the NBC says it's running shoes. So, and I think that they've got better access to look at it than we do. Akasha says, one of my coworkers came in to ask me something. I told him, I can't talk right now. I'm solving the kidnapping. Let's talk about that, because I wonder if they really did have this sooner as well. It sounds like some bullshit that it took 10 days. She didn't pay for the thing, so we didn't have the access. And I wonder, and it's just me wondering, I mean, maybe what they're saying is right, but just me wondering, was this because they were trying at first to play nice with the kidnappers, hoping to get a ransom, hoping a ransom would work? So they weren't releasing photographs and they were trying to hope that this would be successful in a negotiation stance. So in sort of as a way of a show of good faith, kind of, or as to not upset or anger someone who might be negotiating with you, that they didn't turn over the images. I'm about to get really mad at Bob, who I said, hey, I'm in my pajamas. I just rolled out of bed. I mean, I didn't just roll out of bed, but this is how I rolled out of bed. I don't want to go live right now. And I thought he'd be quick, but he was on with Tony. I'm going to call and nudge him. Let's listen to what NBC is saying.
Things that, maybe could help identify where he was, what where he came from. Additionally, I think that, the premeditation, which is exactly what many of us predicted, is really shown here. The balaclava, the backpack, the weapon that we assume is there, all of that is really confirmed. So obviously this was done very intentionally. Somebody went there, specifically to do something very,
thanks, criminal. Captain Obvious.
But we still don't know what. Was this a robbery? Did this, intend to be a kidnapping? Did something go wrong? We now have a timeline from about 1:48 a.m. to where Nancy's pacemaker disconnected, which was about 2:28 a.m. So it was about 40 minutes. And that now it was suspected before, but now this is confirmed. There was, contact in that home for about 40 minutes, which in terms of a criminal investigation, that is a very, very, very long time.
Brianna, thank you so much. I'm just pausing for a moment because Savannah Guthrie, our colleague, has posted these photos on Instagram. She wrote, "We believe she is still alive. Bring her home." Anyone with information, please contact 1-800-CALL-FBI, the number that we have on our screen there, or the Pima County Sheriff's Department. We have a full screen we can put up to show that as well. The number there is 520-351-4900. Again, that is
Damn it, Allie, you're muted. We've got Boris, and my calls did not help, by the way. Thank you for your generosity. He says, not usually a conspiracy theorist, but they shared this after the Ring Super Bowl commercial. Now, let's just think about that, because it is possible. They're like, everyone's talking about how Ring completely screwed Nancy because she didn't have some sort of special subscription. We better figure out how to get access to these photos. I mean, I think the FBI had them all along, but maybe Ring was like, well, this is really bad PR for us. We better figure out a way to find these photos, even though she didn't have a subscription. So maybe Boris, that's definitely true. We got Sarah Be Creative as a new member, but Boris, I didn't see this. Another post, thanks for your generosity. Epstein files drop and this lady is kidnapped. So the news reports on this. Let's be real. Why this lady? I just don't buy it. Or you need to expand on that. When you say I just don't buy it, what you mean? Like that she wasn't actually kidnapped? Because there are theories out there that Savannah did cover the Epstein files. And I have to look into this more, but my understanding was it was close in time to this, that she did like an expose with the suspect, with the victims talking. And, so there are people out there speculating that this is like payback for that. But when you say, I just don't buy it, this lady is like, it sounds like you're saying the news is reporting on this just so people stop talking about the Epstein files. I think that's what you're saying, but I'm not sure. Okay. Shaboog says, shameless self-promotion, subs for free Ricky content XD. Yes, because this could be Bridge Guy. So I'm all aboard with that self-promotion. Sub for free Ricky content XD. Let's go back over here and see. So they're talking now about, which we were just noting. We're going to start talking about
and so forth, but it's chock full.
The
So it's
chock full.
interesting on that point. Maybe there's some food in there.
Again, behind the
Just
chat,
treat her, take her to some.
Behind the chat, noting that the backpack was ready for action. Seems like somebody who had, doesn't seem like someone who's about to break in, because you'd think their backpack would be pretty light and they'd have like maybe their tools out for a robbery. So that seems sort of ridiculous. But this all begs the question: conspiracy, not conspiracy? Mom's covered the Epstein files. It's none of it makes any sense why you're kidnapping an 84-year-old woman. It just doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't. But now NBC's you got the best former law enforcement in the world noting on the thickness of the backpack. You guys are late.
Remote location and planning on feeding her or feeding themselves. It's very interesting. The gun is in a position we call appendix carry. It's a very common position to carry a semi-automatic pistol. This is a semi-automatic pistol in an appendix carry position in a holster. This is a right-handed guy. That gun is not drawn from the left hand. It's drawn by the right hand. And I think what they, the command post would behoove them to go to ATF's firearms technology branch They're the world's foremost experts on firearms. They have 8,000 firearms there in their laboratory, and those
Agreed.
experts can identify that
Zencat.
pistol from close-ups. So they'll be able to look at that and be able to say, if anybody can, what kind of a pistol that is. They can look at the magazine, the end of it, the way the handle slides up. They'll be able to tell, I'm sure, if they can get that picture blown up or enhanced. His behavior, and you guys are exactly right. He picks up some brush. He's trying to hold it in front of the camera. When he rips the camera off, he kind of tries to bang it with his right hand or shield his face. I noticed.
All right, so that's interesting because we had some people in the chat saying, well, if this was a guy, he probably just hit the thing. So that's what he was doing. I don't know, using flowers to conceal while he's destroying it. So I don't know. There's that now. Yeah, it does seem like there should be a lot more video. Let's see what their most elite law enforcement is saying.
The fourth still image, when they're shown in a row there, the still images, that it looked to me like when his face is shown that you might have a mustache.
There you go.
If you look at that still image,
Late
when
to the
the
game
stills were
again,
first released,
NBC.
the shadow is going across his face. You can clearly see the shadow.
Right.
It's above his mouth.
Right.
And yet, when you look through the hole in the mouth, it looks to me like
He's got a Hitler
mustache.
stash.
Now, it's not definitive, and it's not enough of a close-up and enhancement, but I think they can do that and look at that because, when you look at it, you think, well, could that be a shadow? Well, the shadow's not there. The shadow seems to be above there. So
yeah,
that's something I would look at is
the shadow
there
seems
be
to
a
be
mustache
all there, like over that whole
and
area.
I think it was Tom or Jonathan who said it looked like he was wearing multiple gloves. I agree with that. I think he probably has
You
some
even see
knit
something that
gloves
looks like
underneath those gloves. Those gloves don't look to be leather.
You even see something that looks like a mustache in the first one. The first one they line them up as 4. We were noting before as well. Wow. Those are real feminine looking eyes though. I mean, for all we know, the rest of those eyelashes are bushy as hell. It's kind of an optical illusion because like if the lashes are being covered all but the very bottom, then to our eyes, what we're seeing, especially because of the light rim around unless that's glasses over. I mean, I don't think so, right? That's just like the way, yeah, because it's around the mouth as well. So they have this light threading around the eyes. So like if that light is blocking all the rest of a bushy eyebrow, I mean, can't be all that bushy, right? Because we see the bottom of it. So it's definitely not super bushy, but it could be a much bigger eyebrow under there than we're seeing. And like I said, because of the light frame, it makes it look like this such a thin eyebrow that it's kind of distorting the way we interpret the rest of the eyes. But they look feminine-ish to me. But again, the walk, the stance, I overall, I think it's a male, but, Oh, right, exactly. What Jennifer's saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. But I do agree with what Karen's saying. The little portion that we see appears well groomed. However, if that's just like the bottom of a wild eyebrow, then it could be the exact opposites, but they do look trimmed. They do look trimmed. Baba says the same thing. And Haley comments, as many as you have, men can have pretty eyes too. This definitely a light-skinned male with dark facial hair. That's what it looks like to me as well. The face definitely looks youngish, but it's covered. It's hard to tell. I do not think it's two different people. We've watched now the video. So when you watch the video here, we'll let this keep playing.
Some, knit gloves underneath those gloves. Those gloves don't look to be leather. They look to be more like vinyl or rubber.
Yeah.
These are all this clothing is identifiable.
All right, I'm muting them because they say nothing of interest. But we'll keep it up there in the background in case there's an update. I'm actually going to fast forward, make sure we're live in case something breaks. We believe she is still alive. Bring her home. Okay. I think that means we're live. Yeah. But yeah, see there, when you watch it as the video, it's not two people, it's not two people. But, in this one, just let it play. I'm going to pause it. This is where I was trying to pause it before. Can you actually see a little bit more of the skin, or is that the light outline of the mask? I don't know. And see the lip here and the teeth. If that's teeth and that's lip, it's just super dark in that, the way that lighting. So, but it does look like a mustache when you look at it from the other way. So keep it going. Keep it going. Yeah. I mean, you can see a lot right there. I mean, there is a lot even under the eyebrow, because the person's looking up like that. So it's like you're getting some more of the side of the nose and the eyebrow. And it definitely looks like a light-skinned person with dark hair and a thin, dark mustache. But the whole teeth and the lips, when I looked at it from the other way, the lip kind of looked dark above the teeth when we were looking at the bottom lip. So let's see what y'all are saying. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this. Oh, he's here. He's here. He's entered the room.
Wow.
What the heck, babe?
Wow.
Yeah, wow. So we've seen the video now. That's what we're watching. I have them muted. I have it muted. So
what are your thoughts?
I mean, the thoughts are that the person has very feminine looking eyes, although looks like a male.
That looks like a male.
Yep. He picked up these flowers from the ground so he could come over, and basically what he does is he breaks off the camera. So that must be where it ends, and then it starts back from the beginning. So this is him going right, but they're not showing us some stuff in the middle.
Can I ask a question? Where are the timestamps?
I don't know.
Where are the timestamps? Well, you're yawning during a very important question. Where are the time? I've never seen video without a timestamp.
Yeah, no, that's a good point.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when this was filmed without timestamps. Where's the metadata? Why don't
it's Nest, not Ring, by the way. You see it up there? It's Nest.
Yeah, which is owned by, I believe, Amazon.
Okay.
It's
so somebody made a comment earlier in the Boris sent us a super oh, they shared this after the Ring Super Bowl commercial. And I was like, all right, wait, let's see if they're breaking anything new. Let's just listen in.
What stood out to you in this video? I heard you say during our special report that you were actually left-handed, and that was one of the things you noticed initially.
But she's wrong.
Well, yes. When you're looking at information like this, that is your first chance to see someone who is a subject of interest, and you look for the things that make sense to you. And that's what the public can do, right?
And she went off to say that he's left-handed, but the Fed or the cop, whoever they had on, based on the holster where the gun is, that's a right-handed person because that's a right-handed setup for the holster.
Wait, do we think that that's actually a gun? I
Oh,
thought it was a taser.
No, they're fairly certain it's a gun. I mean, I guess I don't know. That at least that's what law enforcement's saying.
I mean, look, what they're going to do, it's a rather distinctive hoodie. They're going to figure out who
I'll be back.
the
You can talk for a
manufacturer of
while.
the hoodie is, right? They're going to be able to figure out who the maker of that backpack is. If they can get a better shot of the shoes, I mean, obviously, they're going to be able to figure out certain things about the clothing and where it was purchased, who the manufacturer is. They'll subpoena. Yeah, Allie dipped as soon as I got here. See ya. Bye. She's like completely gone. She's absolutely gone. So what are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking? I'm disturbed by the fact that there are no timestamps. Like that bugs the shit out of me. It's weird. Why wouldn't they include it? Like, if they're going to put the video out there, why would they not include? I've never seen video that doesn't include timestamps. So I think that's super, super weird. Allie's walking through, so I had to turn off the computer or the camera. All right. So, yeah, like the no data is super weird to me. And all right, I mean, let's evaluate it. From the get, it would very much appear that this guy was not aware that this house had a Ring camera. I mean, yes, he's dressed up like a burglar. He's got the face covering on. But, like, I mean, if it's somebody that either is familiar with the house or it's somebody that has staked the house, there's no way in, like, this guy's wandering up like he's never seen a Ring camera or a Nest camera in his entire life. I mean, I think we all know what Ring cameras look like at this point, Nest cameras, right? They have a very distinctive look. So this guy is like walking up to the house, staring at the camera as if it like, what the fuck is this? And then he goes and picks up those flowers or whatever the brush, whatever that is, and he's trying to cover the camera.
Well, he takes it down though.
It's so weird. Oh, TLA says no timestamp on the picture. Okay. Do you have the ability to see the timestamp? I mean, well, like, what is the point of not having a timestamp on video for something that's supposed to be protecting your home? I mean, we would all agree, being true crime people, that timelines are pretty important. Like, so, I mean, there has to be the time available as to when the video was taken, right? What you're saying is they just don't have it on the image itself. There's another video on X. I mean, at this point, this is where I'm at. I don't know what to trust anymore with videos, with AI, and all the shit that they can do with AI. Like, who released the video on X? Give me, like, where are you seeing it? I'll pull it up.
You should probably pull that video yourself because I have it muted. In case something breaks.
Pull what video?
Whatever. NBC Live. It's on YouTube.
There's a new video where? Fids? All right, let me pull up my Twitter. I'm sure I'll just run into it. Wow. I'm looking. I'm not seeing anything new. Did anybody say? No, I'm not worried about this being AI, I think positive. I'm talking about anything that comes out after the fact that is not clearly from law enforcement. Like, I mean, somebody said that somebody put something else up on Twitter. Nah. That's the one I'm talking about. I don't trust. It's because, like, it's no accident that NBC got this. It's obviously it's Guthrie's, it's her channel, you know, Today Show. So they got the scoop on it. And it's coming directly from LE. Like anything that's not coming through directly from LE or they're not running it through NBC, I'm not with it. Like I'm not trusting it. I don't know. But I find it disturbing that this person, or telling that this person does not seem to be aware of the fact that there's a Ring camera. It's like he's walking in there with his head down as if he thinks the camera is outside of that vestibule, right? Like he's clearly walking with his head down at that point. And it's not till he gets into the vestibule that he becomes aware that there's another camera, the Nest camera. Is this new? Is this the new video that people are talking about? Because I didn't see the where he's kind of walking into the.
I mean, it's the one we.
No. There's one that shows him walking up towards the entryway with his head down.
Yeah, it's the same one. It just keeps circling. And so there's where it ends, and then it shows him backing out, picking up the flowers.
No, this. Come here. Did you see that? With his head down, walking in? This.
I don't know. I'm not coming over there like this.
I don't have the camera on.
Oh, then yeah, I'll come. The camera's not on.
You gotta wait though.
I think it's the same thing we've been watching.
Oh, I haven't seen this thing with him walking up towards it.
No, that's as far as
No,
I've gotten. No,
right.
that's
No,
what
here,
it's-
I'm gonna show you.
I know. I'm telling you, I don't think I saw that other thing that you
Well, you-
haven't seen yet.
Yeah.
No, it's like I still haven't seen it. No. That's
As soon as you walk away, they're gonna show it. All right, well, just give it a second.
okay.
Yeah, I mean, like there's a couple of questions. It does appear to me that the person has facial hair under the mask, like
That's
a
the same video
mustache.
we've been watching, which is all new.
No, you still haven't seen the part that I'm talking about, dude. It's him walking up towards the arch. Like I had not seen that.
From the outside, no, I didn't.
Not that, yeah. From the outside walking in, he's walking down with his head down. Why won't they show that part again?
Yeah, so maybe it's been there. I just didn't see it because they weren't showing it out loud.
Hmm.
Are your cameras off when you go into bed?
Yeah, the mic's on though.
No, I just mean I'm gonna get dressed.
Oh, that is the new video. You're saying the approaching video. Okay. Yeah, see, to me in that particular in that photograph, it appears, or that still, it looks like he's got a mustache. To me. Yeah, I don't know. Sorry, I had to hide because Allie came up here. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had not seen that 1:47 a.m. Bink. I had not seen that. That was new for me too. So like that's what I'm saying. I mean, clearly in that newer video, it appears to me he's got his head down, right? Yeah, I agree. I think it's definitely a male. I think it's definitely male. All right, let me see. Okay. All right, let me see. I'm going to pull up. All right, I want to just pull up Patel's shit. Everybody's saying he's got it on there. Okay, let me share this. Okay. All right. Okay, so this is the most. All right. So that's the one that I'm talking about. That guy's definitely keeping his head down as if there's a camera. Like that's the move there. So do we know, did they have cameras mounted on like visible cameras that kind of mounted up? How those cameras are typically mounted up? Do you guys know? Okay, let's see. Richard says, hi, this looks like a tech bro, or could be Tommaso if he's shaved, likely a tech bro, who is maybe Tommaso's former student. If the ransom notes are legit, this guy is very tech savvy to evade the FBI. I mean, as quickly as they sniffed out the imposter who's already been charged with the ransom, I mean, I agree. I think that they're able to somehow evade the feds and all their resources and know-how in terms of the hackers that they have on staff trying to, backdoor this thing and figure out where this guy's sending these emails from. It does kind of scream tech bro guy. It really does. And thank you. Thank you for your generosity. All right. So we've seen that. You guys all agree that he's clearly got his head down at that point because he believes that there's a active camera outside of that vestibule, like the entryway. All right. Okay. So there's that one. Okay. And then we've got these guys. So this is the one we've seen a million times. He's got a distinctive body. Oh, here it is. A true crime pod at Gmail. All right, so we've got anybody who's cased this place like ahead of time, because to me, I'm disregarding the concept of this as a burglary or a breaking and entry gone bad. Like no, like if it's gone bad, you're never, if your intent was to go in and steal goods, personal property of value, and to get out and say Nancy wakes up, you're not abducting her, creating a way worse situation for yourself. You're masked up. She's clearly not going to be able to identify you. you know, like this is absolutely an abduction, right? We all agree on that. Like that was the intent of this thing. Was he was coming in to abduct her. There's no way that it was something like another crime gone bad. Like you just wouldn't take an 84-year-old woman who's going to be a problem in transporting, like in every single way. You know, there's no way. So as far as I'm concerned, kind of the motive is clear to me. All right, let me back out of this one. Check out the other one. Okay, so that one. Back up out of here. Okay, so we've seen that one. This is a still. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Distance shot. And then this one, this weird one where he's trying to cover the camera. Yeah, I don't know. It's unusual. It's unusual. Is Jack alone on? I should have Jack. I should have Joe come on. I mean, do you guys find this weird? That the dude, like, what is the point at this juncture, and unless you're trying to cover up the fact that you're going to be abducting her and you don't want that portion to be caught on video? Like I don't get it. Like, why are you trying to cover this shit? They've already seen you, bro. Like, they have an idea what you look like. Like, I don't get this part of it. I can't, like, this is some amateur hour bullshit. Yeah, I agree. The gloves do look padded. Backpack does look full. I mean, ropes, shit you'd use to abduct somebody, duct tape, ropes, mask to put over their head. All right, I did. Yes.
Did you take over so you can take the sound on if you want?
Is there sound? I'm just on the videos. Like, I moved to the actual videos. All right, so let me see. Let me see if I can. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to get the eyes. Let's like the best shot of the eyes. Let's see if we can get it. I mean, that's I mean, do we think that that's kind of the best shot of the eyes? Like right there. I don't know. Let me see if there's a better. Weird, man. It's weird. I mean, does anything from this video scream that this guy's a pro? Like nothing from this video in any way, shape, or form makes me feel like that this dude's done this before. And he's alone. Right? Isn't that weird? It seems like abductions are like a two-person job. One person handling shit, the other person handling the person. Yeah, I like. Can anybody give me any kind of motive why anyone in the family would do this? I mean, I don't know the wealth of the entire family, but they appear to be well-to-do. I mean, I haven't done that kind of deep dive, because the only motive that I can figure out that would at all fit from Annie doing this to her own mother, like ultimately that's what that would boil down to. If you think Tommaso is the guy, which I don't. If I'm wrong, I'll eat it, but it's not where I'm at on this thing. But like, what is the motive? You guys know? Has somebody done a deep dive into the potential finances? Because if it's not for money, okay. All right. So you want to go back to the one where he's walking up to the archway? All right. That was the most recent one. It does look like he has a headlamp for certain. All right. Because it's, wow. Yep. See that right there? You can see where it hits the sidewalk. All right. So we'll move it slow. He's definitely got a headlamp on. Watch. You'll see it. You'll see it on you see it on the first 4 tiles, kind of directly in front of him, the square. You can actually see the light from the headlamp hit it. So he definitely has a headlamp on. You guys see that? Clear as day. Headlamp. And watch, it gets turned off right there. So you see the light on the tiles go away. So he's got a headlamp. I mean, I don't think that it was a flashlight in his mouth. It looks to me like the location of it, because his what would be, I'm guessing that's his right, like both his arms are down by his side. So, like you said, it could only be a flashlight in the mouth, but it seems to me like it's on his, I don't know though, maybe it is the mouth. Because the head's not down there yet. What do you guys think? Flashlight in the mouth? That could be. Yeah, I mean, I think he's ducking because there are visible cameras on the exterior of the property. Like I feel comfortable that that's why he's ducking his head as he's walking through the entryway. Amy says he walks through the arch. I mean, right. That's a good scale to use, right? I mean, we should be able to figure out, and I'm sure people already are, what this guy's height is. Like there is a definitive height of that arch that can be measured. And, when he is walking with his head down. They're like, that's clearly a guy trying to. So right when you get him here, you got to figure he's got his head down. Is that the other reason? Is that the reason that as he's approaching the arch, he's bending his head so it's tougher to make out what his height is? Is that possible? Richard says he's a tech bro, and it is very difficult to evade the FBI. I would have been caught. Yeah, I mean, I was talking about the other night with Joe. I'm like, the feds, once they nail a hacker, that hacker becomes an FBI employee, unless he wants to go to prison. So, do you guys think that that's a possibility? Because we do have the arch, there clearly can be a measurement made, because that can be like a 2-3 inch difference if you're keeping your head down like that, so that somebody's not going to be able to use a point certain to determine what this guy's height is. That would be some next level thinking. It's way easier to think he just had his head down for the cameras, but he does continue to have his head here while he's under the archway, which would make it more difficult to determine his height. Right? Interesting. Interesting. I'm checking out the chats, y'all, seeing what you guys are saying. Wait, you're talking about whose brother? Savannah's brother? Did you guys, like, I saw somebody saying like a car drove by at 141, but how are they, and honked a horn? Wait, Seth, you think that that's a woman? Really? Yeah, I'm starting to think that this person actually did keep their head down in order to be able to kind of not have that point certain, like the arch, the peak of the arch as a jump off point in terms of scale. I don't know, man. It's like every time I think this guy's amateur hour, if that's the case. Wow. I'm looking through the chat. Right. I mean, I'm assuming, Jammin, you're saying money, but do you know like what the financial situation of any of the siblings or the kids are? Like, I mean, are they struggle bussing? Are they tight on cash? TC Key says, well, Savannah Guthrie's net worth is $8 million annually. And I doubt her in-laws or siblings make that much. I mean, how much do you need? Sarah, be creative. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's see. Boris 143 Epstein files drop and this lady is kidnapped. So the news reports on this. Let's be real. Let's be real. The why this lady, I just don't buy it. So Boris is squirrel. Look over here. Look over here. I mean, those Epstein files. Man, they're fucking crazy. I haven't even dug into them yet. I don't have time. I hear they're going hard into those files over on the other side of the pond. Over in the UK, they're digging deep. I mean, at this point, to me, everything's on the table because I don't have any definitive answer. I'm not willing to rule out anything. Just not. I mean, could it be somebody close to to Nancy? Yeah, of course. Could it be a complete stranger that's just looking for a payday? Of course. Could it be some nefarious PSYOP government shit? I mean, I'm not going to rule it out. You know, so I don't put anything past anybody when it comes to money. You know, and there's other motivations, you know, like, because I've read all of the conspiracy theories out there. And, you know, I mean, there's a way, if you're being intellectually honest, that you can reach the conclusion, well, yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, it makes sense as a motive as to why it would be done. You know, diversion from Epstein, or like, I think Brewski, like Tony Brewski, he put like he went out and put his first shit out there when this first went down last week, the tweet. And he's like, I think, let me see, I can't remember what I'd rather just read it. It's essentially, he thinks that his first thought that this was internal, that, you know, shit was going so terribly with the ICE stuff that, you know, they were going to have this guy be a Hispanic guy. He's going to get killed in custody. And, you know, they're going to be, immigrants bad type shit. That was Tony's theory on what this thing is. But I've seen on the Twitters all the theories. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy. It's crazy. But thank you so much, Boris, for your generosity. Spoogs, shameless self-promotion, subs for free Ricky content. XC, you're always allowed to promote over here at Boogs. So we love you. Boris, not usually a conspiracy theorist, but they shared this after the Ring Super Bowl commercial. I mean, you know what they say? Follow the money. Follow the money. All right. So I don't know if you guys have you guys answered my question? Do you guys think there's a lighter framing material around his eyes? All right, let's go back to the eye thing. I don't know. Like this one with the, I can't tell shit with that. The glare, red eye. Okay. I mean, it's blurry. I mean, are you guys buying the fact that it took fucking 8 days to get these, or 9 days? What are we at, day 10? That it took 10 days to get Amazon and all their tech dudes over there and tech girls to recover these videos and pictures. Do you guys buy that? Seems like bullshit. Seems like bullshit to me. Yeah, are you talking about the, like, kind of looks to be like white thread around the eyes, Amy? Like it looks like a like, you know, that they used white thread to sew around the eye holes. Like, and I'm talking about the manufacturer. It does appear to be the case. Yeah, he did a huge drop. Let's see. Hmm. Let me see here. Where's just like the clearest like. Like they're like I can't tell if that's eyebrows on the.
So we've worked all through that, babe.
What do you guys think?
You've got the little bit of eyebrow, the rest is being covered, and there
I
is a
don't know if
light.
that is eyebrow. That could be shadow.
No, it's eyebrow.
Mm,
It's on both sides, and there's a light framing around the stitching around the mask itself. It's on the mouth too.
yeah.
But what I found strange is if you go back just the littlest bit and you look at the bottom lip where the teeth meet, it also looks dark.
Well, I think he has a mustache.
I
I'm gonna
understand,
go.
but
I'm gonna go
did
ahead.
you hear what I
and
said?
I did.
What did I say?
That there also looks like there's framing.
No, when you go back and you look at the bottom lip against the teeth and the framing, it also looks dark. So
Wait,
it's
where
weird.
where are you seeing teeth, bro? That's his lips. That's not teeth. And I'm gonna go
What?
ahead. I'm gonna disagree with you guys.
Maybe you're right. That is
I think
teeth,
that
wet
there's
lip.
here. Just hear me out. So with the eyes, like you don't wear these masks. I've worn them. So the fabric between the nose, so this piece right here, okay, it's not laying flat against his face. Okay. So what I'm trying to tell you is that those two things that you think are definitively his eyebrows, the ski mask is pulled ever so slightly away from the forehead right there.
Oh, I
It's a
see what you're
fucking
saying.
shadow is what I'm trying to tell you.
It could
Really?
be a shadow.
Well, I think it's a shadow. I can see that the mask is not like flat against the bridge of his nose here, or like the like that kind of that portion above the bridge. Like you can see that it's pulled out.
Hmm.
And so if you've got light or whatever the case may be, like to me, I think it's probably shadow. Obviously, I can't say definitively because we know the guy probably actually has eyebrows.
Well, we know we're just saying that they're really thin eyebrows, or that the rest of the eyebrows covered by the. What we were saying before you got on was that the rest of the eyebrows covered by the mask, so it's giving the illusion that it's like this thin little eyebrow, but you can't see all the top of it. But everyone was saying it also looks, what you can see of it looks trimmed. But I see what you're saying now. But to do it on both sides so perfectly,
See, in that shot right there, I can almost see a female.
we've been saying that. We all said that before you got on.
I could
Like
almost see it.
that's the shot that we said in the eyes looks like a
Yes.
woman.
It kind of does, right? Like in that shot right there.
That's where we also fell back on. Is it because we're seeing such a thin, what we are interpreting as a thin
Well,
eyebrow?
here, take your thumb and just cover the eyebrow thing, and it's still kind of looks like feminine to me. Even if
Yeah.
I'm taking
Yeah.
out.
I covered up the eyebrows, and it does.
I mean, if you're a woman and you're doing
And are we
this,
sure that's not teeth and that's a lip?
I feel like that's the lip.
Okay.
If you're a woman and you're doing it, like if you're crafty, you're gonna
Wearing
use
men's
some.
clothes.
Well, you're gonna use men's clothes. You're gonna use some spirit gum and give yourself a little mustache, right? Like no question. Because you like that person knows that portion of the upper lip is showing from that mask.
You got to look at the one that goes when you see right at the bottom too.
Wait, where? I can pull them all up.
I don't know. Let's see what the people are saying while you look. It was like it's in like the video, the movie part. Let's see what people are saying.
This one, right?
Right, but right before you get to, I'll have to tell you when. We watched it in slow motion too.
Well, I can stop it wherever.
No, I know. I'm gonna tell you when I. Oh wait, no, that was still.
I mean,
the
I
top.
can slide it wherever you
That
want.
was still the top. I thought I saw the bottom of the lips somewhere.
All right, so these are the times that we see the mouth there. See it?
Yeah, we said that also looked like a mustache from that angle. But are those lips and not teeth?
Why would this guy be showing his teeth? He's walking around like this.
Some people have teeth like that.
How you doing? How's that guy?
Did you get all these supers? Because there's people chiming in.
I was working through them.
So looks like a mask underneath a mask is what Vexatious Parrot says. He's got gloves, or he or she's got gloves under gloves. Could be to make the hands look bigger.
Yeah. Did you guys try to see if there's like a package? Does it look like
Wow.
in the crotchal area? What? That's like
I
legit.
mean, that's fair
Yeah, it's fucking fair.
if you put a sock
All right,
there.
so there you can really see it does look like a gun, right?
Oh yeah, that's not even what I was looking at before. That's so crazy. Huh. It's covering the package area
Yeah.
just so you think
How coinky
it's a
dinky.
package.
What a coincidence.
Ah,
Oh boy.
yeah, I got to cover my camel toe.
I mean, do those look like childbearing hips to you? I'm not kidding.
Well, we were saying it looked like
I
a.
mean, this motherfucker's got skinny jeans on.
No, it's not.
Wait, aren't
When
they?
when he turns around and walks backwards, you see they're baggy. Wait, not that. Like turns.
Oh, here, I can finally show you the
Pick
video that you have not seen. So this is the one. So this is the one coming, like this is the newest one.
Oh yeah, I don't know
Yeah.
if I did see that.
So we were looking at this. This is the one I was telling you. The head's down. So we've had some astute comments. Looks like there's either a flashlight in the mouth. You can see it get
There
illuminated
is,
right
yeah.
there, or a headlamp.
No,
One of-
we've discerned that is a flashlight in the mouth.
Okay, so you can see it.
Because at first
It's
I didn't
turned
think it
off
was
right
a
there.
flashlight in the mask.
So I'm like, clearly the head's down at this point, and my initial thought was, okay, there's cameras mounted on the outside, the exterior of the property. You could see trying to keep it down, but then somebody pointed out, okay, well, we're going to be able to figure out the height once he walks through or she walks through the arch, because that's a point certain.
Right.
And then I start thinking, well, is this guy crafty enough to make that particular measurement difficult by keeping
Hunched over.
his or her head down as they're going through the arch?
And a little hunched over.
Yeah.
Not only just like head down, it's like shoulders down.
Yes. Hunched, like you said, hunched over.
Yeah.
So and
The craftiness makes you think woman, tell you the honest to God truth.
right, thinking through the small details like that.
Right.
It's like the stupidity with the Nest camera is kind of overridden by that.
I heard your point then, and I didn't think of that earlier, that like this person probably didn't know there was a Nest camera because he or she got up there and turned around to use flowers, bushes, whatever it is, to cover it, to try and pry it off. And why is it so easy to pry off? I mean, Nest, get a better product. Okay. Seemed a little easy.
Yeah, I mean, they give the cameras away for free.
So what?
Well, I'm saying they're not going to invest a fuck ton of money on shit that they're giving out for free.
Well, a
they
lot of good it does. Somebody can just come up and pull it right off.
Well, I mean, it's still going to take video of that person walking up and pulling it off.
So do you think that this person's job is like that? Because look, she's 84. If they know anything at all, right? She can't move or walk far. You know, it'd be like someone coming in trying to kidnap your father. You're not getting him out, you know, unless you have someone there to carry him.
Yeah.
You know, like he's going to make his way out with a gun to his head on a walker. You're going to fall over. You're going to have a heart attack, you know, like. So do we think that this person does like the beginning and there's another person? Because what is in that backpack? That's somebody who's planning on, or maybe it depends on where they're going afterwards.
Yeah. Rope, you know, all the things. Duct tape.
You don't need to tie up someone who can't move.
Zip ties.
Yeah.
They got to gag her though, so she's not screaming.
Yeah.
I mean, so here's the question that I have that feeds right into what you're saying and you're potentially proposing in terms of.
Did you see this 13 JLK? Check your email for color picture.
I was right in the middle of saying something.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Say it while you check your email.
I did say it.
Okay.
I did see it. I forgot what I was going to say. Thanks.
I should rewind and listen to what you started saying.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Something about being hunched over, something about the other
No, had
person.
nothing to do with that shit. All right. Please don't interrupt me this time. Let me
I'll
get the
try
thought out. Do your
desperately.
best. Do your
I'll do my
best.
best.
Well, I'm not being mean to Allison, everybody.
No,
She interrupts me a
I
lot.
did. They all saw it.
Yeah, but then they think I'm being mean to you when I'm asking you not to interrupt me in the middle of a thought.
Hey, babe. No, just kidding.
Yeah. Asshole. All right. So what I was saying is what feeds right into your theory, your concept that there was a second person or more,
Right.
is once you become aware of the Nest camera here, right? And he's like, he or she's looking at it like a fucking moron, goes out and gets the little flowers or herbs, whatever those things are, and tries to put them over the camera. Like at this point, you've been seen on the camera, right? So
Well,
with
to a certain extent, right.
well, what do you mean?
Well, he or she is pretty covered up, but yes, I agree.
What the
You've been
fuck are
seen.
you? Obviously. Well, I mean, this guy would have to be a total fucking moron to come on without any disguise on, right? So my point being that they're seen on camera. Okay, like body type, what you're wearing, backpack, all the shit that
Possible
they're gonna
mustache.
use, possible, yeah, huge bushy eye, thin eyebrows. So why go through, if not to be hiding the fact that there's more people involved in terms of the abduction portion of it? It's the only thing that makes sense is why they would have disabled the camera after this has already taken place.
Right, because you're in theory about to just go in, right? Is what you're saying. Like you've gotten there.
You're already on camera.
Right.
Like, what is the point of disabling it at this point, unless you're trying to
Get a bunch of
cover
other
up the
people in.
fact of the
Right.
the
How
there's
you get
gonna
them
be
out.
multiple people abducting. I mean, I don't know how much Nancy weighs, but I mean, like they had to have, like, I'm thinking carried her.
She's 150 pounds.
All right, so it's and
5'4",
delicate.
150 pounds. Yeah, she's a
Delicate.
small woman.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I
What is
mean,
my
there
point?
could be like getting them out with her, but no, it definitely seems like, see, so you can see there, they're not skinny jeans when he or she's like bending over to get the stuff. They're kind of baggy.
Uh,
I don't know.
they're not boot cut. Coming from a guy who wears jeans.
When he went back out, or she, was there more hunching over?
No, not really. Maybe.
So I didn't see the colored photo. Is it of any interest? The email you got sent?
Hold on, I didn't look at it yet. Color photo. Did somebody have the robot do it?
Well, let's see. 13JLT says, check your email, babe.
Oh. Okay, wait. Is it the one with the masks? Okay.
So we also talked about how Vectatious, member for 25 months. Woo! Celebrate. OG. It could be a mask under a mask, and then we don't know what the hell we're seeing. But that would be smart for someone to do, a mask inside a mask. Again, it would speak to a woman, such details, but that would change the structure of your face,
Face.
I don't know. People, Pure Blood says Savannah's hubby worked for the Clintons for years. I mean, I don't know if I'm missing how that's relevant, but I have heard people talk about that online as well.
Hey,
some things go over my head, I guess, because I'm not seeing it.
Can you do me a favor?
Yes, my love.
Because I don't have the screen up. Who sent the super about the emails?
JL 13.
JL, is it
LJT?
LJT, is it the masks? Is that what you're talking?
How many people sent you colored photos, Bay?
I think they sent it to a true crime pod. You know what?
Wait, let me ask.
Send them to Bob at Defense Diaries.
Insider at Defense Diaries. Somebody sent you. Tracy sent a bunch of videos too. Oh, wait. Mandy sent.
Mandela?
We just need to, I think I gave credit to NBC when we were airing them because I was like, hey, we got NBC on here, but Trace, man, you guys seen any emails? Romy in Massachusetts, family hug, member for 9 months. Oh, sweet. Family hug for you. All right. So Casey Kegg, thanks for your generosity, said that's where the blood spatter was. Do you think they hurt her on camera to send a message, then busted the camera? Maybe.
I was starting to think it was like a taser and that she was on blood thinner. I mean, when they tased her, because you bleed profusely when you're on blood thinner. Because that's why I was thinking the thing in the holster might have been a taser in order to,
So I feel like that guy, the law enforcement who said that this is set up for a right hand, I feel like it's in the middle. It's literally crotch coverage. I mean, I'm starting to think it's a subliminal penis so that you think man.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm with you.
Stick an old banana.
But then I was thinking, oh, maybe the person hurt their hand breaking off the thing, but they've got like multiple gloves. So I don't think that was the case. I don't know. I don't know about this case.
I'm going to pull this. Somebody emailed this to me. It certainly looks like the mask.
It sure does. Make it bigger.
Okay. I don't know if I can with the preview.
Well, that's all right. I mean, we can see it.
Yeah. I mean, I can.
There you go.
This.
Huh. Yeah. So, Lil, think of it like that, babe. Now scroll out. I mean, there slightly is a little bit of a shadow around all the edges.
So, but in that,
what you're saying,
particular thing is on somebody who has like a little bump of a nose. So somebody that's got like a regular nose, like this portion right here where my cursor is,
right?
Like that portion looks like it might be a little different actually, because that looks like that's one piece of yarn connecting, like shutting that eye hole. Can you see that piece of yarn, especially on the black one there? That one piece.
Yeah, like Jennifer says, look at the eye holes at the eyelids on the closest face shot. That's not skin. There's a tight wrap or mask under the mask. That's not skin showing. All right, we'll have to look back when we go back there. And maybe when we get this color picture, we'll show us something else. And then, oh yeah, that's Jennifer. Okay. Thanks, Jennifer. We'll check it out.
Okay, so let me pull the video back up.
I don't know though. So, all right. So here's the photo, like when the guy is big. I wish I could zoom in on it. Maybe
so, like, which one? I've got all of them.
We'll do what she said while I look at this one, because this is where I'm like, was that teeth? Is there dark around the front and the back? So, in the picture where they're standing with their hand on the
right there.
No, well, let's do what she said first. So she says, look at the eye holes at the eyelids on the closest face shot. So I think she's probably talking about the 4 picture thing, but let's look when we get
see, that's
right
pretty
there.
close.
Okay.
You can also see the mouth.
Yeah. Now I can blow it up on my end.
Here, I can blow it up.
Could that be? How'd you do that? Go back a little.
Wait, why am I not able to blow it up all of a sudden now?
You usually can blow it up when you're watching it, not.
No, I was blowing it up earlier.
Oh, now it's not doing it?
No, let me see if I can do it. Oh, there.
Okay, play that thing.
All right, hold on. Let me move it back. Okay. So let me get it back. So
yeah. Blow that up.
Here?
Right there. Blow it up. But no, right
there? Okay.
Okay, yeah. So you see what I'm like in my mind saying is teeth, even though you're right, it's probably not. But do you see what?
Yeah, I mean, I see.
It's also dark right below it as it is above it.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, is it a mustache? But then there's
beard.
Yeah, I guess that could be both. That's why you're seeing it on both, mustache and a beard.
I mean, only a psychopath like grows their beard like full here. Like I've got the soul patch.
Soul patch.
Just a little
My
guy that
man's got
hangs
a
out
lot of
there.
soul. That's all his soul right there for the world to see.
Oh, right there, right there in that little guy. But my point is like I shave everything to the side. Like if
All right,
that were a beard,
so keep going to look at the eye holes at the eyelids on the closest face shot is what she's saying. I don't think it's a tight wrap or mask under the mask. I don't know about that. But it absolutely could be. But then what we're seeing there is definitely not mustache or beard, if that's the case. If somebody's saying it's a mask under a mask. Bobby's still looking for that color photo. Let's see what you guys are saying over here. Sorry, there's a lot of comments, so I'm not able to see like a ton of them. Okay, so Shenanigans says his lips closed. So just reaffirming that, Allie, you are not seeing teeth. You're seeing like the reflection off the lips.
okay. So let's keep going here.
I
mean, that facial hair thing though is
wow,
not as
I was in comments from like, whew, wow, either they're happening really quickly or
that part right there. Like
where
this
can you
thing.
blow it up?
Yeah, I mean that definitely looks like facial hair on the bottom lip or chin. You know what I'm saying? Like right here.
Yeah, let me make my camera's actually bright. But that could be another mask. Let me take a picture of that. See if I can take a picture of it. Ooh, my camera's like, no, I don't like this lighting at all.
So Jennifer had said, I was reading Jennifer, look in the eye holes at the eyelids on the closest face shot. That's not skin. Let me get better.
I don't know. I feel like I can see like the shape. You know, she's saying it's tight. God, people.
I think I'm still blown up.
Cajun Butterfly says not a beard on a bottom lip like that.
I know, that's crazy, right? You have to be a lunatic to do that.
And Bomdia Plant says there isn't a wrap under the mask. We would see the skin smushed. Yeah, I think you might. Fiance's beard literally goes up to his
All right,
lip.
so here's, I think this is where Jennifer's talking about, like this particular. Like
I don't think the lips are closed.
I do. I think the mouth, is
I
like
see
this,
something like a little gap.
I think it's just right. It's their fucking lips are closed, right? I mean, unless the person's talking to themselves, like, oh, this fucking Ring camera, what the fuck's going on? Like, why would their mouth be open?
I mean,
I think it's the top lip and the bottom lip, and maybe like the mouth is slightly open. I don't see any teeth there, unless he's got like chiclets for teeth. But here, do you see? So look in the eye holes at the eyelids on the closest face shot. That's not skin. That's a tight wrap or mask under the mask.
Nah, because
not skin showing.
At least.
So, but here, like now, this is the closest. Do we think that in terms of that mask I pulled up?
I think it's the same mask.
I disagree. Like this piece of fabric or
looks thicker.
Yeah, that was a single piece of yarn that was connecting this piece. So they had the eye holes, and they, you know, like when they made it.
I took a picture of the screen, and it looks crazy. I'm going to show it to you guys. It looks like definitely teeth, but I'm trying to figure out if I can put a filter on to make it like, what are the filters like? Maybe
Cody, I think there was. I think people have landed on as the person's approaching the entry area. You know, like before they get under the arch, there's definitely a flashlight involved. Whether or not
yes, and you can see it in because at first I didn't think it was a flashlight. I thought it was a reflection of a light somewhere else.
Where does the flashlight go? If it's in his mouth, like he never lifts his hands up.
But he goes and takes those flowers. I don't know.
But
I'm gonna
I'm
send you.
talking
I'm gonna.
about like, where does the thing go? Like if he's taking if he turns the flashlight off by pressing down on it, like on the button on the flashlight, if
Right.
it's in his mouth, but like when does he grab the flashlight out of his mouth
Yeah.
or her mouth?
I'm
You know what
gonna
I'm saying?
pull up my the picture I sent myself right
I'm
now.
gonna look back at that one.
Check to see if you got the
Oh,
okay,
Matt
so
Crosby.
sorry, I just took off. I gotta go back, but I'll go back to that other comment because Unfolding Town says he has a chain LED light in his mouth and turning it on and off at the pressure of mouth. That we know. So if it's a chain, it could be that he just drops it and it goes under the jacket or it's hanging and we don't see it. Okay, and then there was a comment from Cody. Sorry, Cody. I thought there was a flashlight in the mouth. Oh, yeah, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, there definitely was. And thanks for both
Yeah,
of
you
you
can see it
for
right
your
here.
generosity. And Grace to Pray says the same thing we've all been saying. The eyes and the eyebrows look feminine. I think this is a woman. That is definitely arching over to disguise height, babe. I think you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
I mean,
see, but then the $1 million question is, do they forget to do that?
on the way out,
Keith,
pick
you
up
can
the
see
flowers.
there's the flashlight clearly, right?
Yeah, and you see it, I'm telling you, in another video, when you're another part of the video, you can actually see it in his mouth when it goes on to off. Because I at first in the still shots thought it was not a mouth flashlight. All right, Matilda says I sent you an email with a video.
To which email? That's the $1 million
Probably
question.
to Insider at Defense Diaries. Either way, I would venture to guess you have it.
All right, let me see. Let me see what's up.
Look for the color one too. Insider at defensediaries.com. And now I'm going to share this photo that I text myself.
The
Okay, so this
only
is
way that's Tommaso is if he shaved that beard.
who's
like that-
Tommaso, the brother-in-law?
Yeah.
All right, I'm sharing this. This is me taking a picture with no, that's invite people. Invite or present. Okay. Stop share. Okay. I was already sharing. Okay. Share screen. Here we go.
All right, I'm going to pull up this video.
All right, real quick, I'm sharing this though. So I took this picture with my, with my camera, my phone. That sure as shit looks like teeth in an open mouth, but it could just be the lighting. Like,
Teeth. No one has teeth.
that's
that look like
confirmation
that.
bias.
That is
my
that is
confirmation
lips.
bias.
That is lips, man. That's not teeth.
Oh no.
You've never seen teeth that look like that with
Oh,
no
no.
like where are the gaps like for each individual tooth?
I don't know.
No, dude. Rejected.
Rejected.
All right, let me
All right,
see.
you put up
here.
what you got, babe.
All right, so we got a sleuth. Okay,
Let me share.
I want to make it bigger.
You haven't shared yet.
All right, I'm just gonna say our channel is neither people's opinions are their own. It's not our channel that is, because this is a comparison with Annie and the eyes. That's what I want.
Oh God, come on. I don't want to be like, go ahead, play it, but I don't want to be pushing.
Yeah, she's like, go ahead, play it.
I mean, the person did the work, we'll play it, but
yeah, person did the work. All right, hold on.
Murphy's Law, not Murphy's Law. Is it Ashlam's Razor? Which one's the most?
Occam's Razor.
Occam's Razor.
Ashlam.
Ashlam.
Good old Ashlam.
Good old Ashlam.
Oh.
From the neighborhood.
All right, hold on. Let me get this pulled up. Let's see. Window. Okay. All right. So this is a photo, I guess, of the sister. And they've done a layover. Okay.
You can't. Oh. I don't think.
See, I disagree already.
I don't even think they're shaped the same.
I think the eye shapes are different.
Yeah.
Completely. I think the outer portion of the eye is completely different.
Yeah, and the lower.
All right, Annie's off my list.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So somebody also says, Hug 274 says, I don't know who MBW is, but, or what that, some sort of shorthand for something. There are some really good images on other channels that you can see the inner mask. If somebody's got an image, email it to us. We'll check it.
Yeah, but how are they getting better images? Are they using AI?
So
we all
Shenanigans
have the
says, by
same.
the way, this is what I was saying earlier. It's on a lanyard, so that's what someone said. It's a chain. You can see it drop, in my opinion. Now that's the mouth flashlight.
Let me see here.
Yes. If you're a regular here, you know mine and my husband's love language. And we love each other so much.
Color photo. All right.
Definitely an inner mask. R. Helda S. Whatever. I'm sorry, butchering your name. I'm the worst.
Okay. Wow. What? This is fucking crazy.
Now, we didn't do this. We didn't make this. We can't stand behind this. This is
Yeah,
what
I don't know if it's like AI made this color. I'm assuming.
You can't trust AI at all.
Like as to the eye color.
Look, it gave him fingers, for God's sakes. Guy had gloves on.
Good catch,
Lord.
babe. Fingers with no fingernails.
Yeah, AI fucked it.
AI fucked it.
Like, so who did this? Juicy J. Who's Juicy J?
I have no fucking idea.
No, I mean in relation to the person that found it. So yeah, that's rejected, although sure looks believable.
I mean, it's the photo until you get to the hand. Then those look like gorilla hands or something. They don't look quite human.
No.
Like there's no fingernails.
No. Plus, we all know that
you can kind of see there's like a bed here on this one, but there's not actually a fingernail. And then this one's just they forgot. Like AI's like,
Look, MS Wildside said some racist made that. So the people who are not smart enough to know he was wearing gloves say, here it was.
Yeah, but it's the person's got blue eyes.
Right. So that's true. That goes against it being any yeah. I mean, it all could be right, but for the fingers.
Yeah, the fingers are a big tell.
No, I was thinking because, dark eyes reflect differently. Like when you take a picture with a camera, if you've got blue eyes, you're getting that like red eye, you're getting that reflection off the eyes way more. But I don't know enough about night vision to know if it matters.
It's weird, man.
All right.
Wait.
Removed.
I was trying to like in the picture
when
I'm looking at it, it's clearly like the blue eyes are like super blue eyes.
Oh yeah, they're very blue eyes.
Can you see them? Yeah, when you blow
we
it
all
up.
see them.
Can you guys see those? The blue eyes?
I think
see them well.
I think so.
Wow. Oh man, AI gonna be fucking this shit up, bro. Oh, AI. Why do you have to fuck everything up?
Email address insider@defensediaries.com. Insider@defensediaries.com. Maybe Megan, maybe not, says oh, Sheba sent you a PayPal. Well, thanks, Sheba. Thanks, Megan. Maybe Megan, maybe not.
Let's see. What's that little cough you got there, Bubby?
I don't know.
All right, let me see. On this particular thing. All right. Oh yeah, somebody sent me the same color photo from Juicy J. All right, can we all agree that the fingers fuck it all up for us?
Yeah.
We all agree on that. Fingers no good. AI
Welcome Rumpled for Skin. Babe, what does Rumpled for Skin get?
Aw, family hug. It's a
Welcome
wonderful
to the
skin.
fam. Welcome to the fam.
We got a couple of Venmos too.
So I'm just gonna look on what's going on NBC because I keep watching them. I just in my mind they're gonna have like the newest shit because it's NBC, and right now they're showing the weather. So, oh wait, no, that's not. That's old. And right now they are showing the weather and the medal count. So they've moved on. So, which just tells you there's nothing, brand new, or they would be reporting it.
Okay. All right. So I pushed. If you guys don't know, I'm going over to Mike King's house today because he's a nice person and he's reciprocating. And I'm doing figures. It's got to be on the day that the video drops so that nobody will be watching. Just can't win for losing. But I'm doing a Gacy live over there. We're going to be digging into the buried. And
When is that?
We were going to do it at 3 Central Time, but we're pushing it because Mike's going to jump on with some news agency. So it's going to be 4 o'clock Central Time. We'll do that. So hopefully you guys will come check that out. I mean, you can only look at these pictures so much, right?
Yeah, if there's nothing new coming out.
Yeah.
Let's.
All right, I'm going back into the Twitter machine. See Twitter, man. I told you. That's where you get all the shit. It's where people.
Wow.
It's where you get the updates, bro. There's no disputing that. Like it's like the primary spot to get updates on all things.
So one thing that we did never talk about that I put out, earlier when I was saying that I feel like there's also a video, Shasta says. I think had some clients who had a nest that they did have them like they get them like positioned around the house as well, not just on the door. But I guess that's for all of them, and maybe it wasn't nest now that I'm thinking about it. I can't remember. Make sure I didn't miss anybody here.
All right, wait, hold on. Just one other thing I want to look at again. I want to pull up Tracy. So I think I'd like to look at the.
So Panda Bear, thank you for your generosity. I don't think you touched on this. Can you explain what ransom was fake? Were the first messages and the last from different people? Okay, so, and I heard NBC, say this as well. They do not know anything about who sent the ransom notes, if the ransom notes were sent by the same people. But didn't we hear that someone got arrested for sending a fake ransom note? Was that fake, babe?
What? Do you guys think that's an Osprey or an Osprey? Why do you guys? So I've got an Osprey backpack. I promise I'm not the abductor. But
Bob did it.
This backpack does not look like that backpack.
You got to look at the shoulders because that's how you can tell. Well, let's see. I'm looking at it right now. Let's put it up. Hold on. Oh,
do you have it?
I did, but then hold on. They moved on to. Let's go back. We're looking at NBC, guys. Thank NBC for their coverage of this. So it doesn't look like that to me, but I'm sure they got different kinds. Let's go. We got to watch the video to see the back.
Well, what's interesting to me is that the straps are visible. Like my strap. Well, throw it up there again.
Oh, with the strap part.
And obviously, there's going to be different
angles.
Models.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
different styles of backpack.
There's a strap close up right there.
All right, go out a little bit. Yeah,
What's that little
Carrie.
buttony thing? I don't think you can tell,
Wait, a
guys.
buttony thing? Like mine's got a strap to where I can do.
When you're looking like this,
Like I can connect them like here. Like so, if I have the straps down, I've got a thing here. If I want to connect them in the front, you know what I'm saying? Can you guys see that?
yeah, but I'm talking about, look right here, right, babe? Now, if you keep watching, I'm going to play it. It looks like there's like a little button or watch, I'll try to pause it on it. Hold on, right there. Right, what's this? It look like a button or like a...
Well, oh no, I mean maybe like in a. So on the Osprey, on mine at least, like if you look on the straps, it's got. This is like a. It's kind of like a strap, but it stretches. This particular thing right here, like see, I can stick my finger through it. I don't know if that's what you're talking about. And then, but on the like on this particular Osprey, it has it's got the name.
So you notice how it jumps the camera? Remember how we were talking about how he or she ducks down? And I did notice when he went back, he or she went back out, there was also a little bit of ducking down, but watch. Oh, hold on. Watch right here. Bloop. What's that all about?
What do you mean?
Well, it did like a little, that looked like it cut right when he gets under the thing. Go, see?
Oh yeah,
Let's go back.
it does cut. Like right at that
Yeah.
portion where we're like, oh, now you
And
can't.
that's where I'm...
I wonder if they edited that to pull it out.
Because as he was hunching again right there, he or she, you know?
Yeah.
Obviously was looking down, but was hunched his way through the thing again, no matter how you want to cut it, you know?
Yeah.
And then the lights going on off in the mouth.
And when they're standing up right there,
Right.
that's
And it
when
just cuts.
Interesting.
And have we decided that I haven't seen any comments about whether we're covering up a camel toe, not really, but a fictional, making it, you know, the gun is like, think penis. This is a gun penis. Does it speak woman?
DB thinks it's a mini flashlight in the mouth.
It's definitely a mini flashlight in the mouth. We're there with that. We've for sure. And covering with the is that the right hand or left arm they're covering with and using
I'm
the
going
right?
to tell you this right now. You can make out more about this person than you can about Bridge Guy.
Hell yeah.
That's all I can tell you. There's way more hints in this video than there was ever in the Bridge Guy video. And I feel pretty confident that, this person had a hand in the actual abduction.
Yeah,
I feel pretty good about that. Pretty solid on that fact.
So when you've got the light in the mouth, right? You'd think if there was a second, mask that would reflect on it. I do think that those are eyebrows, babe. Look at that there. You don't think those are the bottom? Just the bottoms of the eyebrows. And the rest is covered.
I honestly still think that is just like shadowing. Honestly. Because it's like, it could be. Could be. Man, the AI pictures out on the internet already are fucked.
Yeah, I agree with what you said before. If it's not on NBC or coming from law enforcement directly,
Yeah.
Guthrie Pastor shares a thing of hope. All right.
So here I want to pull up.
I'm going to remove that.
Here's what I want to do again.
So I don't know if I answered Panda Bear, but I think what they're saying is they never knew if the person that sent all the ransom notes were the same, but you'd kind of assume that probably. But if those people or if that person had anything to do with the actual kidnapping, and it wasn't just somebody being, an
Right, so
asshole.
Savannah posted this on her Insta. Okay. So, and then importantly in her comments, she says, "We believe she's still alive. Bring her home." And then gives that out. So that's
So I don't know if you saw Amy DVS's comment. He walks through the arc. Can we get a height to measure? And that's what, Bob's point was that, well,
yeah.
concealed his height through that arc.
And which goes to your later point with that mysterious little edit.
Right.
Where,
Who's trying to keep us
where,
from doing it?
right, where that one point in time where it appears that the intruder forgot to duck, it automatically jumps. There's been an edit. It appears.
Yep.
All right, so let's
everybody. I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts.
That's true.
As we enter into another week of this nightmare.
I wondered the same, Corn
I
Dead.
just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and I, and that our mom has felt. Because we believe that somehow, some way, she is feeling these prayers and that God is lifting her even in this moment and in this darkest place. We believe our mom is still out there. We need your help. Law enforcement is working tirelessly around the clock, trying to bring her home, trying to find her. She was taken and we don't know where. And we need your help. So I'm coming on just to ask you, not just for your prayers, but no matter where you are, even if you're far from Tucson, if you see anything, if you hear anything, if there's anything at all that seems strange to you, that you report to law enforcement. We are at an hour of desperation.
I think that was last night's, babe.
And we need your help.
It was.
Oh, but she did a new one this morning.
She did?
So you could see her looking at either law enforcement or somebody there.
Where are you claiming she did a new one this morning? Is it this one?
Oh, I don't know. I thought that
Oh, I'm on her Instagram. That's the last. So these are the most recent two. The still, where she says we still believe, or we believe she's still alive.
Oh, she said that in the comment of her post, not orally.
Yes.
Oh,
Right.
okay. So my bad. Yeah. That's what I was talking about.
And then
that video there, the one from yesterday, that's the one I was talking about earlier, where I said, do you think that now, babe, you watched all the three on your live last night. Was she wearing makeup in any of them, and were all three with the family?
Well, here I can. Let me see.
Because
someone out there recognizes this person. We believe she is still out there. Bring her home. So I mean, that kind of. I'm going to go back.
I was thinking the same as Corn Dead.
This is the very first one.
On behalf of our family.
No makeup in this one.
We want to thank all of you for the prayers for our beloved mom, Nancy. We feel them, and we continue to believe that she feels them too. Our mom is a kind, faithful, loyal, fiercely loving woman of goodness and light. She is funny, spunky, and clever. She has grandchildren that adore her and crowd around her and cover her with kisses. She loves fun and adventure. She is a devoted friend. She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see. The light is missing from our lives. Nancy is our mother. We are her children. She is our beacon. She holds fast to joy in all of life's circumstances. She chooses joy day after day. Despite having already passed through great trials of pain and grief, we are always going to be merely human, just normal human people who need our mom. Mama, if you're listening, we need you to come home. We miss you. Our mom is our heart and our home. She is 84 years old. Her health, her heart is fragile. She lives in constant pain. She is without any medicine. She needs it to survive. She needs it not to suffer. We too have heard the reports about a ransom letter in the media. As a family, we are doing everything that we can. We are ready to talk. However, we live in a world where voices and images are easily manipulated. We need to know, without a doubt, that she is alive and that you have her. We want to hear from you, and we are ready to listen. Please reach out to us. Mommy, if you are hearing this, you are a strong woman. You are God's precious daughter, Nancy. We believe and know that even in this valley, He is with you. Everyone is looking for you, Mommy, everywhere. We will not rest. Your children will not rest until we are together again. We speak to you every moment, and we pray without ceasing, and we rejoice in advance for the day that we hold you in our arms again. We love you, Mom.
Love you, Mom.
We love you, Mom. Stay strong.
We love you, Mom. We love.
So that's your typical, the FBI saying, make her relatable, talk about her.
On behalf of
Right. So here, this, I saw that I ran into this and I thought it was kind of interesting.
And by the way, I don't think the mom.
So this is from Silence of the Lambs on the right. Okay. From a scene from Silence of the Lambs after, I can't remember if she was a congresswoman or a senator, her daughter gets kidnapped. Remember?
Mm-hmm.
It puts the lotion.
Yeah, we know, babe.
On its skin. Okay.
She is full of kindness and knowledge.
Why? I don't get this.
Why are you talking through it?
Because I just don't see the comparison. I thought it was stupid when I saw it. Like, I don't even like putting it up there.
She says the exact same thing.
Does she?
Watch. Well, you started talking through it. It's 14 seconds.
Okay.
It's not because they look alike.
Oh.
What?
She is full of kindness and knowledge. Talk to her and you'll see.
Catherine is very gentle and kind. Talk to her and you'll see.
She is.
So that's because I think that they used consultants on that movie. The people that like the mind master. What are they? Not masterminds, the mind hunters. I think they used material that the FBI uses. And what this really shows to me, the FBI hasn't updated their shit in, how many years. Like this is still, they still think the same way is the same way. This is
Silence of the Lambs was a long time ago.
Right. This is how, it's all hostage negotiation, like Mandy's saying. Like they're not updating it. It's humanize her, tell her, so that's why I think it's the same language. It's because that's what the FBI does, And so you've got that first one where they're doing that, your typical, make her, humanize her, get them to talk to her, get them to think of her as a person. And then is the second one also the whole family? And I'll
I'm gonna
tell you
go
this
through.
much.
So this is the second one that came out.
This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family. Whoever is out there holding our mother, we want to hear from you. We haven't heard anything directly. We need you to reach out, and we need a way to communicate with you so we can move forward. But first, we have to know that you have our mom. We want to talk to you, and we are waiting for contact. This is Cameron Guthrie. I'm speaking for the Guthrie family.
Okay, so
All right,
one time
that's
they
the
used-
second one that comes out. This is the third one.
We received your message and we understand. We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
So on that one, Bob and I were talking.
We
I'm sure
received
that-
your message and we understand.
You playing it again?
Yeah.
We beg you now to return our mother to us so that we can celebrate with her. This is the only way we will have peace. This is very valuable to us, and we will pay.
So Bob and I talked about this afterwards, this specific one. And we were wondering, why would the FBI have the family put out a message that says essentially,
excuse me,
dead or alive, we will pay the ransom? It seems counterintuitive to let the kidnappers know we will pay the ransom even if she is no longer alive. So I did like a little bit of research, and apparently that is a specific technique that the FBI uses, thinking that it de-escalates the situation and actually makes the person less likely, the hostage holders, the kidnappers, less likely to freak out and unalive someone because something has gone wrong, because she got sick, because she got hurt. You know, it just seemed so counterintuitive to us at the time. Like Bob and I were just talking about, I'm like, I don't understand. Why would you want to send a message that is like, hey, even if she's not alive, we'll pay? But apparently, you know, it is a technique. Now, so they did actually use one family member in these, because I had thought before all three family members appeared in all of them. I wonder what the thinking went in to use the brother. You know, because in my mind, they have to think that Savannah, because like a random 84-year-old, that is a lot. You can kidnap like so many other people that aren't going to like die just from the shock of what's happening to them, you know. And if you want ransom, you'd think you want to keep someone alive who's going to stay alive, you know. So when I saw the third video, which, do you want to play it again, or did we already just do that one?
Which this one?
The Savannah alone. No, the last one with Savannah alone. Last night.
Hi there, everybody.
Oh, we started with this one. You don't have to play it again.
I wanted to come on and just share a few thoughts as we enter into another week of this nightmare. I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much for all of the prayers and the love that we have felt, my sister and brother and
you
I.
can pause it, babe. We started with this one.
Okay.
So I just thought, okay, in this one, they have her put on makeup and they have her speak to the public. And again, as I said, like in the beginning of this live, in my mind, it wasn't for the purposes of it, although maybe it was for the purposes of a plea to the public, but that it was also, you know, set up to trigger some sort of reaction from the kidnappers as well, you know, and that maybe they thought Savannah is the link here, and that is why this all happened, is tied to her being Savannah's mother. So go on looking more like Savannah, put on makeup, and don't even talk to him, don't even acknowledge him. And I kind of thought, is that why they did that with the brother? Like, look, you're not going to get Savannah. If that's what you want out of this is Savannah, you're not going to get Savannah. We need proof of life. And was that like a subliminal way of saying, without proof of life, you're not going to have Savannah talking to you again, kind of thing. And I don't know. I mean, maybe I have no basis in fact for anything that I'm saying. It's all speculative. But I don't think the timing of her making the plea to the public and then the release of the photo are, a coincidence. I don't think that they just got that this morning and didn't know.
Well, yeah, that's the $1,000,000 question, right? Like, are we to believe in any world that it took Google 9-10 days to get these images? Not a chance.
I can't imagine that
No
either.
way.
But
No
whatever
way.
the case may be,
They've had it. They've had it. They've already sniffed out the whole Tommaso thing. Like, they've had that. They're not
Is
going.
Tommaso this guy?
It's
the one,
he's the brother.
the brother that made the second video.
Brother-in-law.
So didn't make any of the videos.
Right.
Or
He's a brother-in-law. He's
Okay.
not related to her by blood. He's an in-law.
Right.
He's got the long beard. You've never even seen a picture of the guy. Super
No.
long beard. He looks like a bass player for a rock and roll band.
Oh yeah, it was definitely him. They're evil.
Yeah.
No, I hear
He
they
plays
devil worship.
bass.
They devil worship rock and roll.
Nice Italian kid. Throwing the Italian kid under the bus.
But the fact that I when you weren't on, babe, I told the people I thought that they probably, if they had it, I'll just say that, if they had the video earlier, could have gotten this video earlier, that it was a negotiation tactic to stay on good terms with the kidnappers, to show of good, not necessarily a show of good faith, but like to not anger them and to show we're working with you. And I think now the release of the photo is them saying, there's no hope. They're not working with us. They're not contacting us. They're not getting anything from them. So we have to, release the image, go to the public, whatever the case may be.
I mean, my whole thing is when the second video, well, actually the third video came out. So of the family, which was the weird short one with the "we understand" and all that shit. And I posted on Twitter, like I took to take the optimistic approach, and I had a lot of people in the comments saying, "No, celebration of life, she's dead, blah, 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 blah." I mean, the reality is that we don't know who's right on it and who's wrong on it, but I hold out some hope that she's still alive.
Oh yeah, definitely. We have to.
Well, everybody was I'd say a vast majority of the people in my comments on my comment or on my post were of the mindset they went to the celebration of life, that she's clearly dead. They just want the body. But you were that way too.
Well, no, I do think, and you and I agreed that message is intentionally, if you want to call it vague, I don't think it's very vague, is definitely saying we will pay the ransom even if she's dead. That is what it's saying. Does it mean that they think she's dead, that they know she's dead? Well, no. And now that we looked into FBI techniques and that's an actual technique to let them know, to convey to the kidnappers, alive or dead, will pay the ransom, that they consider that to be some sort of de-escalation method to kind of take the pressure off, as counterintuitive as it is, and who knows, maybe they developed that 50 years ago as well and still going with it,
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right. I mean, as Modern Birder says, I mean, that second sentence, and Bob and I had the same conversation. I said, Bob, you never say it'll give us peace. Like, could you imagine your family members returned back to you and you say, thank God this now gives us peace. You never use "this gives us peace" unless you're talking about death. But now that we know that it is a technique, you can tell that the wording is just to convey that message. And I don't think you can necessarily glean from it whether or not they really thought that she had passed. And I think that's why you have the family going back on, and Savannah going back on in the post today saying, we believe she is alive. The last thing they want is for the public to think they all think she's dead and to stop trying to help look for her, because I don't think that was the intent of the message. I think it was just to convey that for this whole technique that they
I mean, I think
use.
that the feds have had these images and the video for days and days and days. Like the one thing that we know about law enforcement is if they can handle it without us, butting our noses in, and I'm talking about the public and armchair sleuths and everybody who's currently trying to figure this shit out, that they're going to do that. They're not going to involve the public unless they absolutely need to. That tells me that they've had this thing for days. They've done everything that they need to do in terms of determining what brand gloves those are, what brand backpack that is, what brand hoodie that is, what brand pants, if they can make out with the shoe, you know what I mean? So, and then they're going through, they're subpoenaing records from Amazon, trying to figure out how many of these hoodies were purchased in the last 4 months, how many of this backpack, you know what I mean? And they're
And to
trying to narrow
Marcy's
it down.
point, you're certain they are definitely, it is something always done. They are checking pharmacies to see if anyone's either purchasing even a lot of Bayer. Does she have a heart problem? That's part of it,
Yeah,
right?
she's got a pacemaker.
Right. So even if it's not prescriptions, like who's buying up some Bayer? I'm sure they're even looking for that. Aspirin.
Are you saying Bayer?
Bayer. Aspirin.
You said Bayer.
Bayer.
Say crayon.
Stop.
Almost gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
But here's the last thing I want to say, babe.
Somebody say, who says crayon like crown? Crown.
No one does.
What? No, there's other people. It's an East Coast thing. East Coasters say crown.
Okay.
And
but I didn't think
East
that
Coasters say bear like bear.
First of all, I didn't think that the sister even has blue eyes. Does she? It didn't look like it in the video to me. Secondly, she's got a larger frame.
Wait, why are we assuming? Like, I'm not going on the AI colorization of that's what.
Well, but in the overlay the person did, I thought they used blue eyes, but I don't know. But I was also going to say, when you have big boobs, sticking on a jacket, that's not hiding your boobs. Like, I think that frame is much too small, okay, to be. And I wasn't taking that as a serious thing anyway. Just for those out you, my opinion, the frame is too small and not shaped like the sister.
The sister?
Or a big-breasted woman.
Large bosoms. Large bosoms. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
all right.
Listen.
Tarot Queen Bo says, I grew up with half my neighborhood saying crown instead of crown in New Jersey.
There you go.
Oh, I'm from the tri-state area. Okay?
Did you think I was making that up? What about, do you guys pronounce Bayer like bear?
No, it's Bayer. Bayer aspirin.
Bayer.
Yes, Bayer. If I said it Bayer, didn't mean to.
Me, like, I'll go back, clip the part where you were calling it bear.
All right, well, I take it back, sir. My lord.
All right. Yeah, his lips are closed. All right, I think so.
We've got any new supers. I think we've talked this out. Unless anyone's got some new angle that they want to talk about. Hope you guys all talk out there about the penis decoding disguiser, where the gun is located. But
yeah. All right. We did get a couple of Venmos I want to shout out.
Sounds like PayPal too, so check them all.
Again, if you guys don't want me using your government names, you got to send me the what your screen name is. So Diane, $10 support for Defense Diaries. Thank you so much. Kim, as always, our guardian money angel. Another 25. Kim also gave 25 the day before. Kim also gave 25 on Friday. And Kim also gave 25 on Thursday when you went live. And I know that you don't look at the Venmo. So,
well, sorry about that.
And Disgruntled Pelican also had given 25 all the way back on Thursday's live via Venmo for your live.
Thank you.
She said, I missed the live chat to send some dough. Thanks for the coverage. So thank you guys for that. Kim, thank you for your constant, incredible support.
Yes.
And Kim finally gave a message a little bit beyond thank you. She said, thank you for covering. Prayers for Nancy and family. Indeed. Yes. And then I got your AL and you know who you are. I got your message. Could you see that on the vid? I'm not gonna talk about what you're specifically talking about. Could you see that on the live? I was trying to avoid that, but I'll see what I can do about that. But thank you for your $10 dono.
And
you
then
know who you are.
Sheba Biba, 1971 says I sent a PayPal, and Tracy sent us a message that there were some PayPals too.
Oh yeah, let me see a PayPal.
We do have Hug.
I think it was
724.
Sheba. Sheba sent a $10 PayPal.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
I'm a Jersey girl. It's Crayon and Bayer. I'm going with this, the hashtag camel toe cover up.
The camel toe cover up.
Yep.
What for this case?
With the gun. That's
Oh
what
yeah.
I called it earlier, the camel toe cover up.
Camel toe cover up. He doesn't have a penis. Yeah, I mean it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, the entire point of a disguise is to make it impossible to tell that it was you. So, yeah, like stuff in the sock in there, though.
So here's what like Biska's saying. Bob and I talked about this yesterday, and he's like, "Are we going on with conspiracy theories?" But there, and I mentioned it earlier, Biska or Bisqua, if you didn't hear it, that is out there a lot. That Savannah, and I thought it was recent. I'm not sure that she. Okay, well, she says actually one of the first to interview, but she also did a series on the victims and the victims talking out, and I thought that might have been more recent, but I don't know. It just seems like, you know, it still seems like kidnapping an 84-year-old woman is not what like the powers that be would do. Like that guy doesn't look like the powers that be, you know, the upper echelon controlling, you know, the world type of guy. But
Who?
this kidnapper who had to go get flowers to cover the thing while he broke it, or she.
The guy who somehow missed that there was a ring or Nest camera right on the front door there. Like, oh no. Oh, let me try to put my hand over here. Yeah. I mean, not a mastermind. But that's where I'm so confused about the hunching over going through the arch. Like that is, I can't reconcile those two acts there. It's very difficult. All right, we will keep you guys up to date. If anything else breaks, obviously we will be covering it. Allie, good job getting it out there. I was in the middle of a thing. I
went live 2 minutes early because NBC went to special update. So we got it as soon as
crushed it, girl. You crushed it.
As soon as it was released.
You absolutely crushed it.
Well, La Lombowski says, God bless y'all. First time on the stream. Awesome insights. And you guys are excellent. Love towards excel. Love towards each other. Great to witness. We really do. And I'm glad that you see that as a first time streamer because, you know.
Yeah, you could easily come in. Bob's mean to her. Why is he so mean to that woman? That poor little woman. Just so browbeaten by that big angry man. I'm like, dude.
Nah, we're both alphas.
Yeah, Allie's all alpha, bro. I mean, her name starts with an A, for God's sakes.
Okay.
Well, we adore you guys. We love you so much. Thanks for hanging. Mods, thank you for jumping on and without any notice. And look, a couple of things. Allie and I are actively watching the Faust trial. Like we are.
Oh my gosh. I was telling Bob, like, I wish we would have covered that.
I know.
So for those of you out there who want to watch it on YouTube with the host, you've got
Cat Not Williams,
and you've got an attorney. You've got attorney Melanie Little. Bob and I have seen both of their coverage. It is both very, very well done. It's a wild and crazy trial. And I just
I've got concerns. I've got grave concerns about that case. Grave concerns. You know, but I think everybody's innocent, right? But yeah, check. Like, we're gonna figure out something to do with that. We're gonna have to figure out.
Yeah,
like even if it's just to go through the cross examination of the boyfriend.
Yes, that is so fascinating.
Weird.
And
unbelievable.
If anyone's been following that, let me know in the chat. Has the state called their DNA person yet? Because Bob and I are personally familiar with True Allele, and their magic box bullshit. And I'd like to see how that sort of played out. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Right now we are um I just had one of our friends text us, Lori, if you're out there, we love you. She said camel toe cover up. I love it. Usually I've got my notifications off, but I don't. But shenanigans going on. Thanks for your generosity. Looks like Tommaso has much shorter beard now.
Dun, dun,
I don't know. Bob was saying,
dun.
like, who's like, oh, I'm the last person that's, everyone will know I'm the last person that's seen her. I'm going to drive her home. I feel like this video should change people's perspective of things, that this was, because if it was a family member could have arranged to kidnap her, not from her house, and not on video. So I don't know.
Okay, look, dude, that would be the most idiotic plan of all time. Oh, yeah, we're gonna have Nancy.
That was what we were gonna cover today. Kyle Sharkey says
K&M is off. Kelsey, is that the judge?
That's got to be the judge.
It's got to be the judge. Did she?
Wow, that was
herself?
quick. What? All right, so we're gonna have to look into that. That was actually what we were going to cover today.
That was it.
We might still do an evening thing.
That's
crazy.
good news. That is very good news.
It's just surprising because the Supreme Court keeps saying, nothing wrong here, nothing wrong here. So
the speed in which that happened, because that recusal motion just dropped.
Are you sure, Kyle Sharkey?
Kyle,
where are you getting this info? Where's your intel?
He usually sends me shit.
He usually has receipts.
Yeah, in my Dropbox, or no, in my inbox, in my DMs. He hasn't said anything. Do what you do, Kyle.
Kyle says yes. I'm DMing you.
Thank
One
you.
sec.
Thank you.
We got some other people chiming in. Allergic to idiots. Nice name. She has been assigned somewhere else. And
denied is moot. Okay, thank you.
Oh, because she's been reassigned. And Tracy sent us something too.
So the judge is scheduled to sit in another session during the period of the remaining pretrial and trial of this case. So endorsement on motion to recuse Judge McCarthy Naiman and request for evidentiary hearing is denied as moot. So the judge is scheduled to sit in another session during the period of the remaining pretrial and trial of this case, and was not specifically assigned to this matter, as the motion inaccurately assumes. All right, so there you go.
And that was by a different judge, Judge
Frazier, John C. Frazier.
I see CJ Ricciuti, RICCIUTI in the picture that
I see underneath it. I see Judge the Honorable John C. Frazier.
Okay.
So I don't know. Here, I'll pull up the
That's
DM.
all right. I think you gave us enough.
Yeah, that's it. All right, so that's good news. That is very, very good news. All right, y'all. We love you. Hey, don't forget, check me out. Like if you haven't listened to Buried, God, fix your life. Please fix your life and listen to Buried. If you haven't, you don't know anything about it, good place to kind of hear some deets, what it's all about, why you should listen to it. I'll be over at Mike King's. And yes, Mike probably thinks Richard Allen is guilty. I don't care. I can only convince one person at a time. And, we need to hope for another trial.
But Bob is referring to our podcast. Well, his podcast, actually. That's all him. Buried Inside the John Wayne Gacy Investigation. You can get it anywhere you listen to podcasts. It is amazing. But yes, thank you all. Thank you all for being here. And hopefully check Bob out. What time is that, babe?
4 Central Standard Time on Profiling Evil.
Profiling.
It's going to be hard not to talk about this case because it's breaking news, constant breaking.
But don't. You're talking about, you've got a mission. Yeah, you stick with it.
Yeah.
Allie keeps freezing, people are saying. So let's wrap this up.
Wait, you do keep freezing?
Yeah.
I'm not really frozen. I was faking it. So
yeah, I could tell. All right. Thank the people.
All right. I love you guys. You guys are the best in the business, because we love you. And the reason that we love you so much is because without you, I would literally be an old man
sitting around talking to his wife.
After